Hey, what's up YouTube? Speaking for Life here. This will be a remake of my beginner's F2L tutorial. My last video, I didn't think about the camera angle very well, but now I have a better angle here, first person. And before watching this video, I would recommend you being preferably sub 1 minute 30 seconds with the beginner's method for this to make some decent sense to you, and so you're not starting this too early. So at least be a minute 30, below a minute 30. If you're not there yet, keep practicing. You'll get there eventually just by really just practicing. You don't need F2L just yet. But once you get there, come on back to this video. And for the rest of you who are sub minute 30, keep watching. This will be, I hope to make this very simple and easy, and you can, like, a week from now, F2L will be like a piece of cake. So before beginning the tutorial, I will go over a few basic terms that you use in F2L that you might hear a lot of guys use that you might be confused about. The first thing is obviously F2L stands for first two layers, which is basically with your cross color facing down, the next two layers up. So everything but that top layer, the first two layers starting from the bottom, 1, 2. That is your F2L. Then you might hear an F2L pair. An F2L pair is a two-piece connection between the corner and edge that have your cross color at the tip of it, and two side colors, which is two colors that aren't on the top. So any of these colors are on the side, also with your cross color. So this would be an F2L pair. I have my white here, which is my cross color, and then two other of the side pieces, in this case blue and red, and they match on the top and on the side right here. So this is an F2L pair. This would be an F2L slot, where this pair belongs. This pair belongs right here. F2L pair, F2L slot. This is an empty slot. It can be used throughout F2L to hide corners and hide edges and more things you'll learn about later. This is a full slot. If I move this up to hide a corner or something like that, I'm messing up an already placed F2L pair. So empty slot, full slot, F2L pair, first two layers. So that's the basic terminology of F2L. Now I'll begin with the cases. F2L can be broken down into three very basic cases. Every single case of F2L can be broken down into three cases. And one more thing before I choose these cases, I would recommend learning F2L intuitively over algorithmically. Algorithmically, sorry. Sometimes you'll be thinking too much, so you'll see a pair and then you'll be like, okay, is it RU R prime or R prime U R? Intuitive F2L, you just kind of see it and you react, so it's faster, and I feel like it's easier. If you don't want to take my word for it, you can ask other cubers. Now some guys do algorithmic F2L, but I think intuitively overall it's easier to catch on to and faster, quicker over time. So you get faster in less time. Okay, the first case is something you might have ran into in layer by layer, and this is what it looks like. With beginner's F2L, you're going to want your corner and the edge piece that corresponds to the corner on the top layer broken up, like it is here. You don't want them side by side. That's a little bit advanced, and it'll come later on in F2L. So the first case is going to be when white is on the side, not on top here, it's on the side, and the two colors on top, the edge pieces that go along with the F2L pair, are opposite. Here is blue and red. They're opposite. They're matching. They'd be blue and blue or red and red. So they're not opposite colors like red and orange, like on the cube, but they're opposite according to that F2L pair. So here it's red and blue. It's a very basic case. It's going to go in with RU R prime. Now I say RU R prime just to tell you what the algorithm is, but you want to learn cases by the algorithm, but then get them in your brain just by knowing, okay, when I see it in this situation, I know I just do this. So you don't want to think about the algorithms, but that's how you learn it initially. So the basic case is going to be, again, white on the side. The two colors on top are opposite, and you're going to know where you want this edge piece in the back based on where this white is. This white is pointing to the right, so you're going to want the edge on the right side of the top up here. If the edge is here or here, it can't be inserted easily, but if the edge is here or here, it can be, and you know that you want it here versus here because this white is to the right. If it was this way, with the white being on the left side of the corner, you want the edge piece on this side, so that way you know to insert it. If the edge is over here on the left side versus the right, you can insert it very easily, in this case with an L, U prime, L prime. So once again, the first and easiest case is going to be this situation here, and you insert it with R, U, R prime. The next case is going to be almost the same thing, but instead the colors on top are going to be matching. Last time they were opposite. When they're matching, this is where visualization of F2L comes into play. You want to visualize where you can hide the corner using an empty slot, and think about where the edge has to be to make it an F2L pair. So when you hide this corner back here in the back, when you hide that corner, this top layer can spin freely and you can move this edge around. With the corner here, visualize what this needs to be an F2L pair. You want blue here, red here. Blue here, red here. So you're going to hide the corner, move the edge to where it'd be blue here, red here, bring the corner back to the top, and you have an F2L pair. Now you insert that pair. To insert an F2L pair, you want to point the pair away from the slot. The slot's here, F2L pair is pointing that way. You're going to open up its opposite side, match up the side colors here, the whites here, and bring it down. So it was here, you're going to bring it here. So that case, once again, you're going to have colors on top matching. You're going to hide the corner. Now visualize where this edge needs to be to where when you bring this corner back up, it makes it a pair. You want blue here, red here. Hide the corner. When I say hide the corner, I mean move it out of the top layer so this top part can move freely without messing up the corner. So you're going to hide the corner. You want blue here, red here. Blue here, red here. Bring the corner back up. Now you have a pair. And you insert that pair. The third case is they're all pretty simple, but the third case is the most recognizable, and that's going to be when white is on top. The previous two cases, white was on the side, either top colors matching or opposite. In this case, white is pointing up. In this case, you want to take the edge piece and the color that's on the side of the cube, as in not on top, the side of the cube. You want to match it up with its centerpiece, the two reds here. This edge piece will be solved here because it would match up with the reds and with the blues. You want to move it away from where you want it to go, so not here, but the opposite way. Spin that. Now you can spin that corner freely. You want to spin that corner on top of the edge, and you'll notice it makes an F2L pair. But you want to fix your cross along with bringing this pair to the top. So you did two things at once. You fixed your cross along with bringing the F2L pair to the top. Now you just simply insert it. So once again, I'll use a different color here. White's facing up. You want to take the edge piece on the side, match it up with the center, move it not where you want it to go, but away from where you want it to go. Now you can spin this corner freely, spin it on top of the F2L pair, or the edge that corresponds with the corner, sorry. Bring it to the top. Now you have an F2L pair. Now you insert it. Now from the left side, it does look kind of different. It can be confusing at first, so I'll do it from the left side too. You're going to bring it not where you want it to go, but the opposite direction. Spin the corner on top, like so. Bring the pair to the top, also fixing your cross. Now you have a pair. Point the pair away from the slot. Bring the opposite side up. Match up the whites and the side colors. Bring the whites back down. You have inserted that pair. So those are the three basic cases. If you like this tutorial, stay tuned for the intermediate tutorial, and I also have an advanced one up. And please comment, rate, subscribe.